is freaking miserable. I've always liked Teraflex products. I don't like these shocks. Teraflex probably R&D'd these in Moab and maybe Sand Hollow, and I would tell you they rock. I loved them in Moab. Hey, Mike here from DunksPerformance. I wanted to talk a little bit about my 23 JL Rubicon. When I did the metal cloak lift on it, 3.5 inch lift, I selected the Teraflex Falcon shocks. I believe these are the 3.3s. They have high speed, low speed adjuster. I've always liked Teraflex products. I don't like these shocks. This is nothing against Teraflex. This is an honest review. I've had these on here approaching 2 years. In my opinion, they are way too harsh for the street, and I can't dumb them down enough to be comfortable on the street. I can't soften them up, can't slow them down. I have them on the lowest to both high speed, low speed settings. So I'm gonna go across the railroad track right now. I don't know how that's going to translate on camera, but it's freaking miserable. What I would refer to as bump steer, like, in other words, the shock is so firm on the street that when you hit the bump, it's like it's not reacting, it's not dampening, and when it does that, it's affecting the body, which is affecting the suspension, which is affecting the steering. You know, I know it's a Jeep, but like sometimes it wants to put you in, you know, your counter steering to stay out of the other lane. Now I will tell you, Teraflex probably R&D'd these in Moab and maybe Sand Hollow, and I would tell you they rock. I loved them in Moab. I firmed them up in Moab. I felt very, very stable. Front sway bar open, like no big deal. You know, I could really control body roll, but yet get suspension articulation. No complaints there. I didn't necessarily I don't really feel like I've done much high-speed off-road with them, maybe a little bit of dunes. I wanted to, one, talk about these shocks, and two, I wanted to try and capture some of what my body's doing when I drive it. And again, Teraflex, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rip on you guys. It's great off-road. It's got a lot to be desired. For daily driving, and I do probably 75% of the time drive this back and forth to work. It's very streetable for being on 38s by 13 gears. Like, love driving it. But we're gonna make a shock change. But before we took these shocks off, I wanted to give a review. The next shock we're gonna do is Fox 2.5 Elites. I'm not saying that this is an apples to apples comparison. I definitely feel like we're stepping up. This is not an in-class test. I'm done with the Falcons.
Get out of the way, Nate. Start a whole video series on that.
My hands were going to be models.
You chose to be the model.
Do it?
You chose it.
Yeah. Always be prepared.
We got the Fox 2.5 Elites mounted up yesterday. My 23 JLUR. Anyway, I wanted to follow up. I've driven, probably about 25 miles. I instantly noticed a difference. I mean, I didn't leave the parking lot and I could tell a difference. Really pumped about that. My shoulders, my neck are excited about these shocks. So with the Falcons, I was starting all the way on the soft or slow setting, whatever you want to call it. If I turn these Foxes all the way down, I mean, I think the body might just roll over and take a nap. They get really soft. So we started in the middle. My first adjustment, because I like to turn knobs, my first adjustment was to soften up high speed one setting, and I was impressed that I could tell a difference. Just that one click, I could tell a difference. It wasn't a good difference, it was too soft. Stoked about the shocks, stoked about the morning, stoked about the drive. It's a beautiful morning. Got my coffee. It's Thursday, which is my Friday. We're gonna go in, we're gonna kick some ass. We're gonna have a great day. I'm gonna stop at Dutch Brothers, get the guys some coffee. Anyway, excited about these shocks. There are a couple things right off the bat that I noticed when we put them on. Not wildly excited about the front reservoirs. They're on about a 65-foot hose. Hose is way too long. I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to mount them where the Gladiator and Mojave mounts their reservoirs, up on the front end of the bumper. Well, that's fine if you have a factory bumper. It's fine if your sway bar isn't doing a bunch of traveling. Don't like it. Gonna come up with something different there. The other thing I'm slightly worried about, I saw it, I didn't say anything, and then Casey brought it up right away, so two people notice it. Might be an issue. But the rear reservoirs, which are fixed mount, can't do anything with them. They seem to be a bit exposed for rock crawling. Now, 90% of this Jeep is driving, overlanding, exploring, that type of stuff. But I do want to be able to run the Rubicon. If anybody's got any feedback, rock crawling with these shocks, I'd love to hear it. Send it.